Hello and welcome back to another episode of PB+J Movie Reviews. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Justin.
And it's around Christmas time. And you know what that means? It means that every Christmas we see the newest installment of the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, this is our first reaction to it, just letting you all know. And this will contain spoilers, so you have been warned.
So yeah, this is the end of the trilogy of the Hobbit. There's the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. So as you could tell, this is a battle movie. It's not a journey movie or a desolation movie. This is just pretty much one big battle.
I mean, thinking about it now, I think we needed one large battle, because, you know, Lord of the Rings, we had Helm's Deep, and we need one for the Hobbit.
The last movie of Lord of the Rings had like big battles, so yeah, we need big battles.
Yep.
Like, Justin and I, we were thinking, like, we liked the other Hobbit movies with their sense of adventure and them going on a journey. This wasn't a journey. They were kind of stuck in the same place. Like, even the dwarves and Bilbo, they were kind of stuck in, like, their little castle.
Yeah. I mean, the beginning of the movie had story. It was pretty epic, but then as you got farther in the movie, it was just one ginormous battle.
But there was a lot of lead up to the battle.
Yes.
Like, for example, people complain about the Avengers as just, like, battling. That is true, but there's lead up and motivations to why they battle. Same with this movie.
And you really, with the battling, even though there's less adventure, you really get a good sense of the characters and their development, especially Thor.
Well, yeah, this is the end of the this is the conclusion to The Hobbit, so therefore you have a lot of characters and you have a lot of plots going on with these characters that need to be resolved. So, yeah, we grown to love and appreciate these characters, especially someone like Bilbo. He's just, Martin Freeman nails this guy so well every time, and he is one badass. You think like Frodo's like a little pathetic hobbit? Well, Bilbo redeems the Hobbit name. Bilbo is awesome. He's really cool.
And,
I just love him.
We can't forget about Legolas, the most badass elf.
Oh my
ever.
God, I was gonna cry with like tears of joy.
Literally so badass.
Legolas is the coolest character. Like in all of Lord of the Rings and all of the Hobbits, he's just the coolest. I love him.
He was just awesome.
Yes, and Gandalf, he's always awesome and pretty cool. Ian McKellen does a spot on job as usual.
And I liked all the dwarves as well. They were really good.
They don't really do much. Some of them had like big lines and they just stay mute for the rest of the movie.
Billy and Killy. Well, they were big.
Well, Thorin, that's the biggest Hobbit, besides Bomber. Well, Thorin, he's getting sick of this dragon sickness, and he's being consumed by greed. It kind of reminds you of the Ring, like the Arkenstone, like.
Well, they were really consumed with greed by all the gold. He wouldn't give any gold to anyone because he thought that
Like
it was
any of the men or the elves, like it's his. Like he wants it. He's getting sick with the dragon sickness.
Yeah, but you see a bard. He really becomes a leader in this movie.
After like a whole like epic beginning of Smog coming in, and then this like him battling Smog. Like I remember like in the last movie, it concludes on the worst place where you want to know more, and Smog just comes to Lake Town. Like finally, like the movie immediately starts back. I'm like, thank you, movie. I really didn't want to be stalled anymore. Just show me what happens.
Let's see. I liked the leader of like the elves in this movie, the wood elves. I don't even know.
You can just say Legolas is Pa or something.
You see Lord Elrond.
Elrond.
And was it Saruman?
Saruman.
It was epic.
An epic battle. And then it got really trippy when Galadriel did her old deep voice blue Smurf thing. And with Sauron, it's like, you have no right! You will not pass! Sorry, Gandalf, I stole your line! And then, it was epic, but that was very trippy.
I think, were they the shadows? I think, from Lord of the Rings.
Maybe. It was too trippy for me to really tell.
But it was that fight. I mean, it looked
amazing. I love that. The fighting, all in all, amazing, excellent. You got some like orcs that you would have seen from
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
And some new things.
Yeah.
Giant worms.
Those giant worms popped up, and the thing like, oh my god, what a epic fight this will be. And then the worms just leave. Like, I know they probably set up like having the orcs come in, but like seriously, these new giant worms, you're not gonna do anything with them.
To address a common complaint that I've read that a lot of people had is that they thought this new filming technique they used in the movie made it look not as good, but I completely disagree. I really think the new filming technique made Smog and all the other animated special effects look amazing, and the whole movie.
Well, all of these Hobbit movies, Lord of the Rings movies, look absolutely amazing. Like, I can't complain at all. It's a beautiful, gorgeous movie. The fight, just from like a visual standpoint, so that if you even have problems with the plot, just look at it visually. Absolutely perfect.
So,
Unless like the bird poop on Radagast's head grosses you out.
finally, to address one character problem I thought was Bjorn. He's only there for
He jumps
5 seconds.
off the eagles and he just roars and like tackles some orcs for literally like 3 seconds and he's out.
I mean,
Don't even go back to him.
I read the book. He was like a big part of the battle.
Yeah, he was a big part
and
of the
then
book.
it's like he's in there for 5 seconds, and who wouldn't want to see him?
A freaking bear going crazy.
Who would?
We've seen more. We've seen Chuck Norris as a bear longer than we've seen this guy as a bear.
Yeah,
That's
so
pathetic.
That's my one complaint.
And let's go back to Thorn for a bit. So, it was interesting to see him overcome his disease and his relationship with Bilbo grow and strong. Then it just breaks, and then in the end, he forgives him, and I think that was great. I think that was one of the best things about the movie. Besides, like, the awesome special effects and action, it's definitely
I mean,
Bilbo and Thorn's relationship.
after reading the book, they just kind of like stated things like he died and just
In the book.
stated things, but like this movie really created a huge, storyline with what's his name, the orc,
Azog.
the pilot.
Azog.
So it was really just great when and it wasn't great when he died, but it was. I
Azog
loved it
died when Thorn died.
When Thorin died with the whole story and just the way it looked. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was sad. All these deaths with
Yeah.
Philly, Killy, Thorn. Well, we knew they were gonna die in the books, and
Yeah.
they were my favorite dwarves in the books. The romance with Tariel and Killy.
Yeah, I really I fell in love with the characters as well, and I kind of understood how they couldn't be together, but it was really upsetting when he finally died.
Romance is okay, but it's really forced in,
Well,
and
yeah.
I don't really see a point. So, and they're like star-crossed lovers, like they can be together. And I didn't like Romeo and Juliet, so I'm not really fond of this.
could
I
see
still
why
like the
they-
character. I still like Tariel, and I still like Killy.
Well, I can see why they did it. They wanted to put in a female character, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Female characters, they give hard-ons to the male characters, and then there's a reason for that. And blah blah blah. You have to make plots somehow.
And Legolas, it was kind of like a love triangle with Legolas.
No, he just runs away and finds Strider. Nah, he just there to be cool, as usual.
Legolas is awesome.
Oh, true that. And so yeah, I loved all the characters. I really couldn't be any happier. Special effects great. A lot of charm that only the Hobbit movies and Lord of the Rings could really bring.
So you want to talk a little bit about the music of the film?
You mean the thing I'm going to get like very, very soon? You have all the soundtracks to the other Hobbit movies, and I can't wait to get this one. It is great.
Soundtrack was
It
just
adds
great.
so much. It really does. Like most movies, I'll like the soundtracks, but I'm not gonna actually want to buy it. But I'll enjoy them like in the movie. But this is just amazing.
It really was. It really adds so much to the movie, especially if you stayed for the credits. The song.
Pippin. Yeah. Here's one more character I want to discuss. Dane. No, did I say Dane? I meant Shrek.
Yeah, he was pretty comical.
Thorin's cousin sounds exactly like Shrek or Fat Bastard.
I'm like, what, did Mike Myers play him?
He's like, why is he here? He's like, are people invading a swamp? He's like, this is my swamp! Everyone get out!
He was
Donkey! His boar is probably named Donkey.
He was pretty awesome. I don't have anything to complain
Didn't slay the dragon, this donkey's wife! Bastard, you idiot, I'm gonna get to war to you for that!
Yeah. Some Shrek crossover.
Yeah, so it was like, I thought it was hysterical. And again, I love, like, that Smog fight. At the beginning, Benedict is so threatening.
Yeah.
Menacing. Here, one more problem I didn't like. The whole character of Alfred. He was kind of like, he was there in the second movie, and then they expanded upon him, like, trying to be, like, the servant of Bard. He was forced in. He was just so unlikable, and I was trying to be funny, but I didn't think it was that funny. I just did not like him. Whenever he was on screen, like, someone kill him, someone shoot him. Like, I know I'm like a pacifist, but kill this guy.
Like in Lord of the Rings, when they forced a similar character to like be banished, I would do that for him too. He wasn't worth it to be in the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He should have just died.
So all in all, problems were Bjorn having like
5 seconds.
no, maybe 3.
I mean, that's a big problem for me because I really want to see more of him. But I mean, the movie's still epic. So
The romance, while still well done, felt really unnecessary.
yeah,
And tagged on for no reason.
they had to do something.
And the character of Alfred in general, who was just unlikable, and he spent way too much time being on screen.
Yeah, exactly. We was doing that.
And also, people can argue that it was just battling and nothing more. But there are layers to this. Just like Dane would say, Shrek. Ogres have layers! Hobbits have layers! He would say that.
It's really a great movie to come back and think about, and it was just...
It concludes plots. Fight scenes were excellent. Like with Azog and Thorin, that was epic, and Bilbo did some cool things.
And
as
I mean, technically, this movie, the whole story, yes, it's wrapped up, but the story itself did not, because at the end they hinted towards Lord of the Rings.
Now you could re-see Lord of the Rings like you did like 20 million times, like
Yeah.
I did.
So you should really think of it just like the books. It's one huge story, and enjoy.
Great movie. I couldn't be any happier. Like right now, I'm smiling. You don't trust me. I'm smiling. This is the greatest Christmas present ever.
And
Watching The Hobbit on Christmas Day.
Radagast Brown is still there. Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. Hippie Santa.
Yep.
Love him.
Love it.
Got his bunny reindeer.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Please, guys, watch this movie. Watch any of the Hobbit movies. Watch Lord of the Rings. Read the books. Play the games.
10 out of 10 stars.
Maybe like, I don't know, Bjorn kind of ruined that. Like maybe just a high rating.
Yeah.
This is a great movie, great trilogy, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So thanks for watching.
Sayonara.
No.